I am a greedy little bastard. And you might be asking, why are you a greedy little bastard? I timed my meals specifically so that I would have 3 after the gym instead of 2. So now I have 3 fucking meals to look forward to. Wait, 2 meals to look forward to. I miscounted. Anyways, I ate the fuck out of this. That's gone. I didn't even want to record my intro because I was so fucking hungry.
Oh man, that fat ass always talking about food.
My legs have been omega fatigued recently, probably because of the abuse of the Stairmaster and its quad focus leg day. I think regular people would just like maybe take it easy today. Fuck that! I'm gonna go blast my fucking quads. Let's go!
So we got quad focus leg day today, and I don't have no crazy ass weight on the bar. We're starting with squats because I would rather start with like a heavy movement into leg extension into another heavy movement instead of back-to-back heavy movements, because that just kind of is diminishing returns in my opinion at that point. So it's gonna be a shout to introduce a little bit heavier lifts when I'm bulking. So I'm not gonna do it now because, I mean, I don't think there's gonna be much benefit other than, you know, chronic back pain. But the point is to increase my weight, still nice and controlled, but to like introduce my body to that kind of load. Hopefully that'll stimulate some sort of like muscle growth, you know what I'm saying? Because like, which one's better? Going to a failure with 185 or going to failure with, let's say like 275? I assume it's dependent on like the individual muscle, which one responds better to like reps versus weight, you know? But I think either way, it's probably about the same, it's just preference. I just kind of want to have a lot of weight on the bar and not hurt my spine, you know? But in the meantime, we're just gonna stick with 185. I think my squat PR is like 375 or something. I don't think I hit 405 yet. But with size comes strength as well, so the bigger I get, the stronger I should be able to get as well. Okay. 12. Oh shit. I think a lot of people get the wrong idea. Damn, okay, hold up. I'm gassed. I think a lot of people get the wrong idea. It has to be either or, size or strength. And I would say size can be separated from strength a little bit because it's based off of the way you're training. So it's almost like you're getting your body specifically prepped for, let's say, bench press, like your joints and like the movement and all that shit, prepped for like 1 rep, which might not be the most optimal way to grow your chest. But if you have a strong chest, you probably have a pretty decently sized chest as well. Could it be bigger if you focused on like quality of rep? Yeah, probably, but you're still gonna have a chest. C-Bum is a prime example. Dude is strong as fuck, and he's big as shit too. He's not Larry Wheels, but he's still hella strong. I'm gassed already, 1 set in.
911, what's your emergency?
Okay, bro.
So I reevaluated my calories, right? I recounted them after I dropped the muffin. I also replaced a couple things and added a couple things. I wasn't keeping track of the 30 grams of Greek yogurt I was adding to some of my meals because it's literally 18 calories. So I didn't think it was that big a deal. But I adjusted it everywhere so I know exactly what I'm eating. I also switched out my fruit. I was doing raspberries and blueberries, which are slightly higher calorie than just strawberries. So I switched it to 100% strawberries. One, because I'm poor. And I can't afford raspberries and blueberries. I can barely afford strawberries. But also, strawberries are like the cheapest because they last the longest of the $6 container, whereas blueberries, it's $6 and it lasts like a day.
Holy schmolies! $20.71
Before taxes.
before taxes.
Or 2 days probably. I just gave up on blueberries and I'm sticking with strawberries. Did you know frozen mushroom bags are fucking $3 a bag? And if you saw the size of the bag, you'd be like, that's some horrendous shit. Vegetables are supposed to be cheap. Anyways, they're not. I also am getting rid of chicken because, once again, poverty. And I don't really see the benefit of having 3 lean meat proteins. 3 lean proteins, I'm just gonna switch it to 2. So I'm doing tuna and ground turkey now, because I can't eat the chicken fast enough anyway, so it kind of just gets gross. So I finished off my chicken and I'm replacing it with 4 ounces of ground turkey, which will be slightly leaner. It's slightly leaner per 4 ounces as well. So that's a couple dozen calories. Basically, I'm scamming myself because I'm supposed to be at 2150 and my ass is at 2071, which means I have 50-ish calories extra, 50, 60, 70, 80, 79 calories, I think exactly. I have 79 calories And if you think about it, that's a whole ass fucking egg that I can add somewhere. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna add shit. I might as well just drop it even heavier to where I am now, 2100 basically. Because poverty, that's the real reason. I would do 200 grams of strawberries per meal instead of 150 if I could afford it. So if you have money, congrats. I do not. It's either gas or groceries right now. So it is what it is, but that's what I get for not having a job for 7 months. So I don't know if I should talk about this without asking for his permission, but I'm going to anyways.
I'm sorry, everybody follow me.
There's this guy here, and I literally watched him eat himself sick, legitimately. Sometimes people, they're just trying their fucking best to gain weight, you know what I'm saying? And it takes some mad effort. Some people just have a crazy ass time gaining weight. Dude, I watched him try to drink a protein shake and he fucking barfed it out because it was too much, because he was eating too much. Yet at the same time, he wasn't weighing his food out. So he was just eat maxing until he couldn't anymore. And I'm like, you're doing all of the things that you need to do. You just need to get the numbers. You just need the numbers so you know exactly what your intake is, so you know exactly what you need to do. The importance of the food scale is immeasurable. And I preach this all the time, and I will preach this till the day I die. If you want to cut or bulk, you need a goddamn food scale. And you need to weigh everything out until it literally becomes a part of your being. Like you feel naked without your food scale. That's the level of shit you need to do. Because that gives you your intake, that gives you your numbers, your math equation in order to gain weight or lose weight. You need it. Fuck this estimate shit. Estimating is for people who've done this for 3 decades and know roughly like the amount of foods they need because they've been doing it for most of their life. For people like us who've maybe only worked out for like 6 years, we still need that shit. I definitely still need that shit. Damn. A lot of people will say, well, I just make sure to eat a lot. Well, what's a lot to you? A lot to you could be a lot less than a lot to me, you know? A lot to me is 47.50. Anything under that is probably I'm not gaining weight. And like a lot is an emotion, not a fact. You want your shit written in stone. I ate this many calories. I know because I checked it. I weighed everything out. So I know for a fact I ate X amount of calories. First step, it's step number 1 when it comes to nutrition. Because I'm gonna be real, doesn't matter what you eat. You can eat nothing but junk. You can eat nothing but shit, Pop-Tarts and Twinkies. But if it's sub-maintenance calories, you're good. I'm just saying, get a fucking food scale, bitch. This isn't humanly possible, but let's say in this theoretical that you manage to achieve it. If every single individual thing in your life is controlled day by day the exact same. So we're talking calories, we're talking the amount of steps you take, the amount of water you drink, and the amount of sleep you get. Everything is the exact same. Could you, in theory, get to, let's say, 5% body fat and hold it there, and then increase your calories by a ridiculously small margin in order to like get the most minute amount of gains possible while staying 5% body fat? So let's say in this example, it's 2,000. You're at 5% body fat with 2,000 calories, just for a simple number. And you hold that for a month. And then you up your calories from 2,000 to 2,050. And then now you're 5% body fat, but your maintenance is higher. Does that mean you've grown 2,050 calories worth of like a physique? If that was possible, that'd be super, super sick. Clearly it's not, because how the hell are you gonna drink the same exact amount of water, sleep the same exact amount of time, and walk the same distance? I guess if you just never moved, then maybe, but how cool would that be? I don't even know if that would work. TNF was reviewing this guy who was like sub 5% body fat on one of his videos, and he had like hella abs and was very lean, but definitely not even close to sub 5%, so maybe like 8%. But TNF was like, yeah, no, 5% body fat is not opinion or personal, it's just a fact. It's just insane separation and definition everywhere. There's no part of your body that isn't absolutely separated and striated out of the ass, you know what I'm saying? And he said like when you flex your femoris and it's striated, and then he showed a dude flexing his femoris and it's just nothing but veins and striations. That's what 5% looks like. The graininess, the level of flatness as well, I assume you have to be pretty fucking flat in order to be 5%. But he showed my goat, Tristan Lee, and he was like, yeah, if you can maintain that sort of leanness, that kind of becomes like who you are. Because, you know, that shit is hard as fuck. even getting to that percentage is hard as fuck. Now try to maintain it. And I assume once you get there, maintaining it becomes easier. It's the challenge of getting there, but oh God. All I'm saying is I have a journey ahead of me to get 5%, because that's the goal. I gotta get 5% if I'm gonna win my show, probably. It's my best shot. So, and I am nowhere close to having femoral Nope. W set, fuck me, 14 with 5 plates. I feel like that's pretty good. 14 good solid reps, 15 if you want to count that last one, but obviously I failed, so. Oh shit. I'm wondering realistically how many pounds left of fat I have to lose. I wish it was as simple as taking my current guesstimation body fat percentage, you know, and then applying to that to my body weight, and then subtracting that from my total, and that's my lean mass, but it's not, because I'd have to take into consideration water, glycogen, and like organs. It'll give me a rough estimate, I think. But I'm wondering if I have like a good 10 pounds. If I'm holding a lot on, if I'm not even strided yet, I gotta have like 10 pounds left, which makes me a little nervous. Because if I'm doing a pound per week and I have 8 weeks left, I'll not hit my goal. Well, that's if I'm hitting 0% body fat, I think, right? I don't know. Okay, your boy might have to increase his cardio. I'm wondering if it would be better to do extended cardio after my workout. So instead of 30 minutes of Stairmaster, I do 45. Or if it would be better to do like like some sort of alternative cardio for 15 minutes before my workout. Take my pre, I wish they had a microwave here. Take my pre, maybe eat my food, then take my pre, do my workout, and then do my cardio again, because I don't want to burn my pre-workout and my glycogen storages on cardio, you know? That's why people do 2-a-days. They come to the gym, they lift, and then they start eating and doing all that shit, and then they go back to the gym to do their lift, and then maybe more cardio. But I'm not in a position where I could do that, so. Okay, get up, lazy bones. When cutting, you want to distract your mind, right? I think League is a phenomenal choice for that, because you're playing game, like the minimum game is 15 minutes, which it never lasts 15 minutes. It usually lasts like 40. So a minimum game realistically is like 30 plus minutes. So it's like your time is disappearing basically. But I would play Call of Duty, but I'm getting so fucking tilted at Call of Duty right now, because these bitches are laying on the ground or hiding around a corner on Nuketown 24/7 hardcore, which I get that's the objective, to like not die and get killed or whatever, but you're a little bitch for laying across the map prone like a pussy. Run and gun is the way to go. I'm on light submachine guns right now. No, light machine guns. The like super big weapon, and the ADS speed relative to like submachine guns and assault rifles is so fucking slow, and I can't outgun anybody on hardcore. And I'm getting so tilted. I've never gotten to the light machine guns before. I've always given up. I've never made it this far in the camo grind. Usually I'll do like, you know, assault rifles or submachine guns, and then I'll go to snipers, then I'll go to shotguns, and then I'll give up by then. That's usually the case. But this time I'm doing it. And I'm getting to the light machine guns, which I've never done before, so I've never experienced this hellhole. I would say submachine guns are still worse because, you know, they get headshot hit markers in hardcore, but I can't beat anybody in a gunfight, and it's so corny. I just want headshots, dog, but I can't get headshots, man. It's a struggle fest out here. I can't beat anybody in a gunfight. So I've resorted to core, Nuketown, just to like give myself a little bit more of a shot, you know? Fuck, dude, I'm still struggling. So I've resorted to playing League. I don't want to give up though. I want to get this camo grind. But like, what's the point if I'm fucking tilted off rip, you know? Screaming at my fucking PC and shit because you're being a bitch.